When lying in Baddha Konasana, it's easier to exhale and go deeper. And if you've got cross legs, it's easier to inhale. Free breathing. Inhale, hold, exhale, go deeper. Inhale, exhale, hollow the tummy up under the ribs. Now, at the bottom of your exhale, gently draw the abdomen up under your ribs. Feel the air being pushed into your side ribs, opening the upper chest. Breathing out. Go a little deeper, and at the bottom of the breath, gently draw the abdomen under the ribs. And it sends the air into the side ribs. Maybe even the back of the neck gets longer, the chin drops to the sternal notch. It's like a tree growing taller. As you breathe out, the cells expand into the universe. They release and open. Notice what's happening when you breathe in. Notice what's happening when you breathe out. Be curious. You're sneaking up on it. What's it doing? Two more breaths. Now, without disturbing this calmness, see if we can roll up and gently go into a downward dog. The eyes can almost remain closed, half closed. Gently spread the skin on the palm of your hand. Feel like there are two water buoys, as the Americans call them, water buoys under your armpits, and you're lifting the upper arm and the forearms forward, away from the head, just to take some pressure off the shoulders. Hollow tummy, head of the thighs, back. Lengthen the arms. Take the outside of the upper arm up into the torso. Your neck will grow like a tortoise. Then use the extra length, lengthen the arms. And then find length. The top, the head of your thighs, lift upwards and backwards. Beautiful. You can do one leg, then the other leg. Movement. If you don't move, you die. It's a very happy moving dog. And then walking, the feet to the hands to the feet. be on your fingertips. So the weight is a little forward. And take the upper arms directly forward. So we get a little bit of length in the lower back. It also releases the hamstrings. And suck the upper arm into the socket. The neck lengthens. Hollow your tummy a little. And bend the knees. Up you come to a standing. Wonderful. And Suramaskaya A. Inhale. Off of your lower back. Long. Exhale like a rope has been cut. Come down through the floor. Free breathing open through the crown of your head. Bend the knees, stepping, jumping. Knees can go down first one. Press, little bow. Chest. Hollow your tummy. Spread your hands over. And armpits come forward. Lengthen your arms. Two, three, four, five. Rolling forward, hollow your tummy, arms come forward, bend your knees, push the floor away. Little jump, step. Hollow your tummy, bow. Down through the floor, up you come. Samastitihi. Stable through the floor. 40K down. Ekam inhale. Dwe exhale, bow. Trini inhale. Chatwari. Press. Bancha heart. Shade 6 over you go. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. 2. Feel the floor. Press the little finger down so the arms slightly straighten. Lift the forearms towards the wall in front of you, head side, and then a little extra bow. Bring the chest through the arms to the feet. Releasing, bend the knees. Look behind you, little bow. Beautiful. And surrender. Up you come. Samastitihi. Ekam inhale. Dwe exhale. Trini free breathing. Chatwari, press. Pancha, heart. Spread the hands over you go. Bow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Play with it. Exhale. Inhale. Hollow abdomen. Exhale. Inhale, bring the forearms forward, bend the knees, look behind you, and jump. Surrender, hollow tummy. And down to come up. Samastiti. Preparation for Utkatasana. So we can come down into Malasana. You can have your feet apart if you want. Just sit in between your legs. If you've got something in front of you for emotional support, do that. Today, think that your torso is trying to get longer. So we're extending through the crown of the head long. I've got my feet turned out, got my knees turned out, so I can really be a frog. Long, long body. Excellent. Now the hands are nice and far forward, the weight's forward, so just slide the hands forward a bit and go into a nice downward dog. Lift the armpits. A very happy dog, give it a good stretch. Rocking forward, bend the knees, jump, little bow. Utkatasana. Up we come. Now, tailbone goes down. Hollow your tummy. Press the shoulder blades directly forward. And standing up through the floor. Stable. Suramaskaya B. Bending the knees. Utkatasana. Ekam. Long. Due, exhale. 3, open. Chitwari, press. Pancha, chest. Spread the hands, over you go. Bow. Rock forward. Rock forward, rock forward. Lengthen your arms. Dishing like I'm pushing your chest up to the ceiling. Turn the left foot in. Bring the right foot beside your right hand. Feel the feet. Yay, and bowing. Press. Chest. Over you go. Rocking forward. Long, long forward. Hollow your tummy. Turn the right foot in. Left one forward. Feet. Bow. Press. Chest. Over we go. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Your hips are just floating up. And 5. Rock forward, bend the knees. Spread the hands. Bow. Utkatasana. As low as you can. Tailbone drops. Press the shoulders forward. So you might come forward a little bit, looking over a huge skyscraper. And Samastitihi, the tallest person has ever been. Ekam, inhale. Due, exhale. Trini, free breathing. Chatwari, pressing. Pancha, chest. Spread the hands. Bow. Rocking forward. Hollow your tummy. Right foot. Exhale. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rest. Chest. Spread the hands. Bow. Inhale. And one. And rocking forward, bend the knees. Open. Bow. Utkatasana. Namaste. Last one. Ekam. Inhale. Bow. Beautiful. Chest. Over we go. Now rocking forward. Beautiful. And one, two, three, four. Yes. You can squeeze in the outside of your shoulder blades towards the spine. So it's directly like I'm hugging you inwards. And your neck gets longer. Once you've done that, use that extra bit of space to bring the chest lower towards the feet and the shins. And in your own time, releasing. Bow. And beautiful. Coming down, get a hold of your big toes. Feet hip width apart. Now, feel that you're opening a little valley that's at the bottom of your buttocks. You have a little buttock crease. That opens up as if it was a sponge. Your hamstrings should feel, oh yes, we're not working so hard. Sponge opens up till there's no little dint at all. Hollow your tummy so your neck releases. Free breathing, look up, look forward. Lift the soles of the feet, place your hands underneath and give them a little ironing. Free breathing, open the back of the legs. Hollow your tummy, bow. Neck is so soft. And release the hands. Bring them to the hips and up you come. Jumping feet together. Secret smile. Trikonasana. Jumping to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Coming down. Inhale. There's a micro bend and then straighten through this front leg. Push the right buttock slightly forward, the front leg buttock forward. And 1, 2, and play with the hands now. 3, even take them over, nice and long. 4 and 5. Bending the knee, micro bend, up you come. Turning or changing. Inhale, exhale. And 1, 2, 3, shoulders release. 4, lengthen through the crown of the head. It's actually through the middle of the torso in all directions. 5, little micro bend of the front leg, up you come. And we'll go back to the first side and we'll do a half moon. Inhale, exhale, come down. Trikonasana, bend the front leg, place the right hand about a foot's distance away from the little toe. Now very slowly start to lift the left leg. 2, 4. You want to lift the back leg a little higher, you can, just to release your neck. And 6. Dive, take the left hand forward. Vinyasa, you can put your knees on the floor, bow to the floor. Chest. Spread over you go, downward dog. And bring the left foot forward, Trikonasana, just to get into this. A little stretch, bending the left leg, with the left hand, foot's distance. Really slowly start the lift. Eventually the left hip is in line with the right hip. Balance goes, that's fine for play. Balance is fine, you can look forward. And diving, take the right foot down. Beautiful. Bow. Chest. Over you go. Inhale. Exhale. And turning the left foot in, bring the right foot forward, and we'll do revolved Trikonasana. You can have bricks on either side of the feet. Take the right hand to your hip, squeeze your hips together, and lengthen through the crown of the head. Beautiful. 2. Long. Long, long, long. Hands on the hip is grand. 5. Now, team, this is hard, so be at peace with it. We're going to do revolved half moon. So take the left hand a little further forward. Slowly lift the left leg. You can put the right hand on the hip, or you could press an imaginary wall, going stronger. And take your tailbone down to the floor. This time it doesn't matter if the left leg is not very high. Crown of the head, through the center of the chest in all directions. Another 2 breaths. 4, well done. 5, and dive, come down. Vinyasa, press. Inhale, chest. Exhale, over you go. Bow. Take an extra breath here, feel your hands. Neck releases. And lifting up, take the left foot forward, turn the right foot in, and revolt to Trikonasana. They're not the same each side. So just be at peace with that. Squeeze the hips together. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Long, long, long. Long. Squeeze the hips. Now bend the front leg and the right hand forward. Really slowly. Lifting the right leg and turning. Tailbone down through the standing leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. And 5. And coming down, Vinyasa. Press. Chest. Spread your hands, over you go. Bow. And rolling the weight forward, left foot comes forward, lift the right, be on your fingertips. You can have a straight back, you can bow. It's Vira 3. Tailbone down. Spread the skin on your back, tailbone down. And take the right foot down. Bring it all the way through, and we'll go into a version of Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Now, spread your sit bones, spread your back. Everything is trying to go broader. It doesn't matter 2 hoots how high the leg is. Excellent. Hug your knee into your chest. And turning. Tailbone down. 2. You can look behind you. 3. 4. And 5. Now, this leg is going back. And this time we'll fly. Your arms out to the side. The right leg, like a tail. Feel there's wind underneath your armpits. Tailbone of standing leg down, so you square the hips and bending the standing leg. Come down. Press. Chest. Over we go. Bow. Take an extra breath here. In your own time, you take the right leg forward. and we go into this Virabhadrasana 3. Or if you want to play, you can almost try and do the splits here. Tailbone down. Again, there's a breadth of the hips, shoulders. You can press the little finger down to straighten your arm. And take the foot through, and we'll go into this lifted left leg. Broaden your back, your sit bones. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee, hug it. And turning. And taking the leg back behind you, that left leg, and you're flying, tailbone down, armpits being lifted. And dive, coming down. Bow, press, chest. Spread the hands, over you go. And bringing the right leg forward, coming into Pasva Konasana. Right hand is behind the leg. You can press the leg into the hand. I can leave the hand on the hip. You can have it straight up, pressing an imaginary wall. Go into the full posture if you wish. Release the knee. So there's no tension in the kneecap. Now, take the top hand straight down. The bottom hand is going to come in front, and you're going to hold the top hand. Two, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. And up we go. Turning. Inhale. Exhale. Coming down. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just bring the top head down. See if you can touch fingers, turning. The spine is really long, so through the crown of the head long. Long, long, long. Long spine. Releasing. And this time, bring the hands down. And vinyasa. Inhale, chest. Exhale. Go into a plank. Back into downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Excellent. Turn the left leg in, right leg forward. Interlock your hands. So we've gone into a lunge. Inhale, and with the longest torso, so don't crunch yourself up so that you get all your internal organs squished and tense. You're going to go long through the crown of the head and the center of the sternum away. Lengthen the torso very, very long and come down. So you put the head on the left side of the mat, extending from your back inner heel to your crown of your head. 3, 4, 5. Straighten the front leg. Bring your hands down so that you're in Pavottanasana. And bow. Lovely. And up you come, and we'll go into Virabhadrasana 2 from here. You gently take your right knee out so that the right hip tucks into its socket. That one goes outwards, this comes in. And inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, coming down. And be on your knees. Vinyasa press. Inhale, chest. Exhale, over we go. Rocking forward. Bring the left leg forward. Turning. Interlock the hands. You're just going to go a little bit towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, the longest torso, so you don't get cramp. Take the hands over. Lengthen through the crown of the head and the back heel. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, up you come. And we'll go into Virabhadrasana 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. And 5. Diving. Press. Inhale. Spread the hands. Exhale. Take a rest. And Malasana into Utkatasana. So I'm very lucky I have something I can hang on to, but a door jamb is a very good thing. So we'll go back into this preparation for Utkatasana. The knees are quite wide. You can get your tummy as far in as you want. Your toes can be turned out. Lengthen through the crown of the head. So this one you really want to play. Yes, if the heels come off, that's okay. You can put your fist underneath it, if that's easier. You can rest on your arms if you can see this version. Right. If you have a wall handy, eventually from this position, you'll just play into going up into a handstand. So if I was here and pressing into the wall, and eventually you go, oh, okay, I'll go up from there. And then I do Utkatasana to come down. Well, surprise myself by that terrible demonstration, but put it in your toolbox for later. Give it a go. Now, we'll go into a long, long lunge. Right leg forward. Fingers forward if you can, through the crown of the head, through the heel of the back leg. And you just do the longest lunge you can. Crown, heel, 3, 4, and 5. Walk the hands back, straighten the front leg. So we go back into Pavottanasana. Little bow. Now, if you can, you're going to take the left leg through and this is if you can get hold of it and come down. And if you can't, you think that's scary, you just say hello to it and then you get into one knee. And if you can get hold and lift that foot off, you do. Excellent. 2, 3, and be at peace with it. An interesting posture. 4. Now, in an ideal world, we would lift up on our own, but we can come back, bend that left leg so that we can sit on it. If it's uncomfortable, please use a brick or something to sit on. Inhale, come down through the front, elbow out to the side. Come round and bow. Marichyasana. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and wide with the elbows, long with the crown of the head. And coming up, we'll go into twist. I take my hand back, so we get long. Coming round. And up you come to turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Releasing. Your hands down, downward dog. Just hang around there for 2 breaths. And in your own time, you take the left leg forward into a long lunge. Hands forward if you can. It's up to you. Lengthening through the crown of the head, through the right heel. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Easy does it. Come back into Avottanasana. And from here, we're going to draw the right leg through this time and see if we can come down. We come down and then get hold of this leg. The farther forward you are, the easier, and the more work you get on the Achilles. Yeah. Well done. Yeah, be at peace with it. It's one knee is not the same. One ankle is not the same. Yes. Excellent. Now, get your hands there. You could have bricks slowly coming up. This straight leg, you're going to bend and come down. If you wish, you can have a friend. Inhale to the center. Elbow comes out to the side. Inhale, exhale, bow. Four and 5. No rush. Slowly coming up, and we're going to prepare for the turn. Reaching back, coming over. And 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Releasing, coming down onto the floor. Take your brick. Pop it underneath your sacrum. And let the legs go. Very nice. Be comfortable. So if it's not quite comfortable, you can always slightly bend the legs or have them bent. Beautiful. Bend the legs. So now we're going to lift off of the brick Come down. Lift your head. Let's go into the stomach selection of poses, and knees into your chest. And flex the feet, push them away. Inhale, lift the legs up. Open the chest as much as possible. Puff the chest. Exhale, bring the legs down. Follow the tummy. Inhale, the air goes into the chest. So you lift them up. Exhale. And inhale, puff the chest. Should feel easier. Exhale. Straighter the legs are, more hollow the tummy. And then push. Puff the chest to lift them up. Beautiful. When you've had enough of that, rolling side to side. Rolling, coming up. And crossing your legs, coming onto your tummy. Take the elbows a little bit out to the side, tuck the toes under. See if you can pull yourself into two, like you're pulling your navel to your head, your chest to your head, all of that side to the head. You can use a bit of arm, and the heels are pulling backwards so that we get a little bit of space in the lower back. Heads, wherever it is, it's relaxed. And release. Now, the right hand comes across the body. Bend the left leg. Get hold of the top of the foot. If you can turn it, you turn it. Otherwise, just be on the big toe side and come down the big toe side. Tuck the left toe under so the left leg is off the floor. Now you're going to try and lift the right thigh away from you, up and away, so that foot actually can come lower towards your hip, if that makes sense. So as you lift this right knee up and away, the foot can come close beside your hip. Good work. And release the other side. Lovely. Yep. It doesn't matter if it manages to do it, but that lifting action actually supports the quad. Good. And release, coming down. Fantastic. Take your hands out to the side. Lift the legs and the head and the arms. You're floating like a little boat floating down a river. Spread your sit bones so the feet actually can come closer together. Spread sit bones. Release and melt. Rest. Bend the knees. Get hold of the shin ankle. And just take the shins away from you. The shoulders are still relaxed. Shins just lift up. Head is relaxed. Now I'm going to say even release or round the shoulders down. Lift the outside of the shoulders then up. So we get tension in the shoulders. Now you can go a little bit further if you wish. Lift the shins up, pull them away from you. If you've got tension in the neck, release the shoulders forward and then lift up. Release forward. Lift the outside edges of the shoulder blades to lift you up. Wonderful. Take rest. And come into pose of the child. Very nice. Now, if you've got a wall handy, you can put your 2 bricks into the wall so that your head is in between. Now, thumb is on the front of the shin. And we're just going up into Chatusasana. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. And up you come. Tuck your shoulder blades in so that you get the highest chest possible. And when you want to come down, lengthen the tailbones to come down again. Long, long, long. We'll do that once more. And long, long sit bones. Long away from you. They're coming out. Now you can hold the mat. You can hold your shins. You could hold, interlock your hands. All of these are good. My favorite is pinning my hands with my heels. And slowly coming down, bone by bone by bone. Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana with the knees lifted. You can bring the feet closer to your head. You can rock. And straightening the legs into a V. You can point the feet. You can flex the feet. I'm using my arms as a post so I can release a little bit of the tension in the legs. I've got a bit of a frame or a support. You can take the inside thighs towards your torso so that you're actually turning the leg a bit in its socket. Give that a go. Now, pull the legs up to the ceiling. Bend the knees. Place them flat. Now you have a choice whether you to any of the back preparations, you could put a brick behind your back so that you had a brick behind your back and you were doing the headstand version. Or you could go into a preparation for full back bend. So the hands are on the bricks in this instance, so that your hands have a wee bit of a support. You inhale, you exhale, long sit bones onto the crown of the head and lifting up. Beautiful. Yeah. Favorite back bends through a chair, stop this tape, put a brick behind you, behind your back, a brick under your sacrum, chest, your favorite one that you know. Or a belt and a blanket. But I'm creating a little bit of a support for my ankles. And I'm putting that there into the wall. So when I'm sitting next to the wall, it's giving my ankles a bit of padding to help them track in a straight line. Got a belt too. This belt is a nest for your head. So this is what this looks like for my head. It's pretty darn comfortable. Comfortable, not uncomfortable. So if it's too tight, it might be hard on your shoulders. But you can see that I've got enough room that it literally nests for my head. Now, I'll take this camera a little way so that you can see. We are going into a supported Ustrasana for your head. Beautiful. So you come here, I'm pressing down, my shoulders slide up so that I've actually got, my shoulders are going towards my ears. I've got a bit of belt behind my neck and it's supporting me. If I'm lucky, I can even touch the wall. And so I've got a long, long line. My neck is long and comfortable within this. I come up and I come down. As you press the ankles down into their support, it lifts your pubic bone and it takes you out of your lower back. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Yes. That is the biz. And you take a break. Dandasana. Forward bend. Forward bend of your choice. lengthening through the crown of your head and your sternum, long. Sort of sinking your knees down and not pressing or jamming, but it's actually opening the outside of your knees. And inhale, up you come. Now in your own time, you can do a half shoulder stand on the wall, full shoulder stand. It's your choice. You can even use the bricks to do a brick shoulder stand. So you can get the legs up the wall. I'm going to bend my legs then so that I can then lift up. Wonderful. If you've got the bent legs, you can then do the half shoulder stand. You could just do legs up the wall. Good. Draw the pelvic floor into the torso. If you don't have one and you've got a belt, put the belt really nice and long so that you can put this is like you're in a hammock. So I put this up here. Make sure I've got a nice comfy base. You can see that my feet just in there. My chest is up. So this is a shoulder stand without the inversion. Lovely. Lovely. Mm. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Hang around there. Or put yourself in Shavasana.